Hey guys, Dr. Ray Marque here, your local chiropractor down in Murrells Inlet. Today is our update on our live back pain consultant channel. So I am taping this live, so if I stumble a little bit or get a little nervous with some of my words, I guess that's okay. That's part of going live. But I think I'll be okay. Each time I do one of these, I just want to talk about some different cases that I get and how I go about treating them, and maybe it's informative for you, or maybe we can help you, or maybe a friend or family is going through something similar. I want to start off by saying, I've been doing this a long time, and I help an awful lot of people feel better, get through their pain, manage their pain pretty quickly. But there is a portion of patients, and I do it every single week, that I can't help. They have some conditions that are going on that just aren't in my scope, or things that progress a little too far where I don't think chiropractic or conservative chiropractic care is appropriate for them at that time. And I don't hesitate to refer out. I refer to quite a bit of pain management, orthopedics, neurologists, and so on. Even another chiropractor if I thought they would help them. So I had someone message me on Facebook and had some questions, and they had neck and shoulder pain, and they were trying to figure out which one it was. So let's talk about that a little bit. Number one, a lot of people kind of lump together that whole shoulder neck pain thing and upper back. So they might point here to their upper trapezius, or this big muscle on your shoulders, and say that's their shoulder. In reality, it's kind of their upper back, or maybe they'll say the neck is part of their shoulder, or their shoulder down here. All of that stuff is closely related, and it's biomechanically intertwined, so you can't work one without really working the other. And rarely do I see one where it's only one problem. They all kind of affect each other. So if you came in and you weren't sure if it was your shoulder, or it's coming from your neck, is it your upper back, what's causing the problem, this is what we would do. First off, we'd do a thorough history, see if you had any imaging from any other doctors, and we would go through all that. If no imaging, I would start with the neck. We would go through some ranges of motion, see if it's moving or functioning correctly. That's the first indication something's wrong. We would test the muscles, see if they're strong bilaterally or on those sides, and see if they work well. Test them neurologically, see how we're doing. Do you have hand weakness? Do you have pain when you're moving in a certain direction? Things like this. So we would try to figure out, number one, is that neck, is it a muscle problem? So is it just an overuse syndrome? Maybe you're on the computer all day long, or maybe you drive quite a bit for your job. Is it just an overuse, tired muscles that's making the neck work? Number two, do we have a disc problem? So is there some degeneration in there? Do we have a herniated disc? Do we have a pinched nerve? Do we have a bulging disc? Do we have a degenerative process going on that you're not sure about? Is there a pinched nerve? Do we have pain shooting down an arm? Do we have a sharp burning or tingling pain? We want to know if it's an orthopedic problem, a neurological problem, or maybe it's a muscle problem, or all three. So once we know what's going on there, we move on to the shoulder. And the shoulder can have a lot going on also. And I help an awful lot of shoulders, but there's some shoulders that I just can't help. And what I mean by that, first we would go through the ranges of motion. Let's see if you move your arm okay. And if you move your arm okay, does it hurt you to move your arm? Or maybe you can't move your arm and it doesn't hurt. So there's a combination there. Again, is it the muscles, or is there a problem with the muscles? Do we have trigger points? Do we have spasms? Do we have increased tone? Is that muscle just tight? And is it your actual shoulder, or is it trapezius? Is it your rhomboids or your upper back? Got to figure out what's going on there. Number two, do we have something going wrong? Do we have a pathology? Do we have a tear? Do we have a rotator cuff tear? Do we have a labral tear? Do we have a deltoid tear, which we don't see too much? Do we have inflammation? Is it swelling? Do we have an arthritic problem going on? Is your shoulder just beat up from working hard for a lot of years? It could be, and that could be causing the pain. Is your shoulder affecting your neck? And if so, how? So we got to figure all those things out. Now, if I saw a tear, or if I saw a labral tear, or I suspect something isn't working right because it can't, we're going to send you first either an x-ray or an MRI, find out exactly what's going on. Now, if the MRI comes back and we do see a tear, right off to orthopedics. Let them take care of you, get you fixed up, get you to physical therapy, and get that thing fixed up. If there's not a tear, if it's something I feel like I can help, absolutely will help you. How would I do that? We would do some muscle work, some joint manipulation. We have a great cold laser here that I have huge success with in reducing pain and increasing function. Next, is it upper back? So is it your upper thoracics? Is it your lower cervicals? Is all that contributing to it? Is there a problem there? Sometimes you can have an upper thoracic herniation or disc bulge, and it's causing shoulder and neck pain. It has nothing to do with the neck or shoulder, but it's causing pain through there. Again, we go through some orthopedic, neurological, chiropractic tests to figure out what's going on. Get some either x-rays or an MRI, see what the problem is. So as you see there, it can be quite extensive to figure out what's going on, but you're allowed to have more than one problem. It doesn't have to be just a neck problem or just a shoulder problem. And this goes back to the question I had from a Facebook friend was, is it my neck or is it my shoulder? Well, let's figure out what it is. So I do a real good job at managing conditions, meaning when you get in, let me figure out what the problem is. Let's get some imaging, let's do some tests, find out what the problem is. If I feel like I can help you on a conservative chiropractic regimen, we'll put you on it. If I don't think that you'll respond to it, or maybe you will, but we need additional doctors, we'll get those involved as soon as we can. All right, well, I hope that helps some questions. I'll do another live video tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Hopefully this helps some of you out there. I'll also post it on Facebook and YouTube and see if that gets out to anyone. If you have any questions or something you'd like me to talk about or concern, remember, I'll never use your name or who it is. We'll make all that up. But just message me on Facebook, call us at the office, which is 843-804-8100, or you can go to our website, murrellsinletchiropractic.com. Hope all is well. It is awfully chilly out there today, but the sun is shining, so that's good. Supposed to warm up tomorrow. Have a great day, and stop on in. Bye-bye.